Hey everybody, Mike Krill here. I wanted to shoot a quick video on external documents. This is the replacement for where people have been uploading their ICS certs and things of that nature in Cornerstone. They will now actually come to their Dynamics profile in Roll Call and just click on Add External Training. That'll take them to this page. Or if they were at their profile, they can just hit External Documents here, and either way they go to the same page. So when they hit Add New Document, it's a very simple interface. This mirrors what we currently have in Cornerstone. And so they have to pick a document type, which currently is going to be limited to external training. But later on, when everyone's ready, we could also do the international process through this. Any other set of documents that we need, we can process through this as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pick, I don't know why we have two, but this is just dev, so don't worry about it. I'm going to pick 700. I'm going to click over here and add my ICS 700 file. Hit add. We will have to train people to only do one document at a time, because otherwise like SharePoint allows them to do more than one, but we really only want to do one per. So now I've submitted my ICS 700. I can edit it on the background if I want to. Ultimately, what it actually does is shows up in the EMS as an external document. So this is a new entity that you can get to on the left-hand side here. They are linked to the contact record, so you can also get to it through the contact record as well. So I can either go through here and I can take a look for Prill, and I should see my 700 if I sort by created on. This is the one I just put in. I've got a bunch because I'm testing it, obviously. People won't normally have that many. And then so the file itself loads down here. You simply click on it. It opens up pretty quick. You just double check. Yes, that looks like Mike Prill's ICS 700. Double check up here, Mike Prill 700. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and approve it. You can see there's some other options there as well. Hit save. It'll take a minute or 10 seconds, and then the reviewed by will pop in as well. If you come back to it later, you can see who approved it. And if I wanted to, as the approver, I can write whatever notes to say, if it were another thing like not approved, you'd probably want to put in a reason why, for example. These statuses have the ability to trigger an email if we choose for it. However, we'll probably have that off for a while because there is a large backlog of files. The other way that you could get to somebody's stuff is if you just do a search for that contact. Try that again. There we go. And then go to the External Documents tab, and you'll see all their pending documents. So you just look over here for something that says submitted. I don't know if there's actually a document on this one because I've been testing. Wait for it. No document. So this one is canceled. Oops. I put in an option here that just says out of scope. It just means like it's not a document that we care about, and then canceled as the other option. So back to the overall list, there's a bunch of different views that will help kind of split the work out a little bit. So we've got everything that's pending approval, everything already approved, everything not approved, everything regardless of status. And then this one here is important because it segments the ICS 100 and 700s to their own list, regardless of territory. And so this is something that the MOB cadre can focus on. And I've got the deployability ICS cert field out here as well, so that it would be very easy to sort by this field here and then just bulk accept a whole bunch of them, because this field, as long as we trust it, it means it's already been checked. So we'll be able to get through a decent amount of the backlog just by using these views and bulk editing. So like all these ones would at least be able to say that 700 is complete, and so you'd be able to bulk edit. We are going to have, so the MOB cadre group will be focusing on the 100s and 700s, and that's per National MOB's request. And then we will have a territory group. Each territory will have a number of people in this document approver team. The team has access to flip the approval buttons on the documents themselves, and then there is a back-end workflow for anything that we want it to be. So like on 100 and 700, there's a workflow. So as the MOB cadre are approving those, it's going to automatically go in and flip this switch right here. So the workflow is smart enough that if 100 is already there and you go approve 700, it'll go in and make it say both 100 and 700 complete, as an example. So as the 100s and 700s in the backlog get completed, it will go and help with deployability. The territories will handle all the other documents, and you saw there was like 1 million to choose from in that list. So lots of different things that we're currently accepting. And the backlog, it shouldn't take us too long to actually get them all in there. And then there's going to be some work to focus down the 100s and 700s first, most likely, because those have the biggest impact. And then over time, we will be able to knock out the rest. And then anything new going forward, we can choose to have emails that go out as well, so that we help close the loop. Because that was one of the complaints from the end user standpoint, was that they uploaded something and never heard anything about it ever again. So based on those statuses for each document, we can have an email that goes out. Once it's approved, it sends an email. If it gets canceled or not approved, it sends a different email. This one right here, move to skills instead. This is for if they upload something like underwater basket weaving level 8. You can say to move to skills instead, and then change this to just say that it's out of scope. So there's lots of different ways to process the documents. And we'll kind of all train each other on best practices as we move forward with it. The AI component of this is not quite ready, so these fields over here don't mean anything yet. And in fact, we can just hide those for now if we choose to. We're probably another month or two away from the Microsoft stuff kicking in to be able to automate some of this. So that's it for now. If you guys have any questions, just hit us up. And otherwise, we'll all be talking about how to make this better for the next release.